the elaborative detail. And so, as my beginnings, I'll usually start at the beginning, and I'm going to read through the elaborative detail. While I traveled in the park to our picnic area, whoosh, the cool autumn breeze brushed my face. In the distance, I could hear the laughter of children playing. My eyes widened as I spotted the enormous sliding jumper. The air was filled. The air was filled. The smell of barbecue. Remember, there's some editing and revising going to be happening later. So this right here is my elaborative detail, my description of what was going on. So what happened is, in the distance, I could hear the laughter of the children playing. What happened is, with that sentence, the children will get a sentence starter sheet, and it looks just like this. It has different sentence starters that they can use for the writing. On the STAR test, they won't be able to, but they can use these now in class, and every student will have a set of these. Now, in the distance comes from right here, from the here part of the five senses. In the distance, I could hear the laughter of the children playing. That is the hearing part of the five senses that describes the elaborative detail. I'm describing what's going on in the park. Now, the next part, my eyes widened as I spotted the enormous sliding jumper. That part, my eyes widened, comes from the C part of the sentence starters right here. My eyes widened as I spotted. And the reasons why the sentence starters are used is to help the children with their vocabulary. Every child that will need with their help with the vocabulary, as they're either writing or reading. Then the next part is the air. The air was filled. The air was filled. And this should be by the smell of barbecue. And so what happens? That is what they smelled. So all I did is I used three different senses. Yes, you use the five senses, but because of the length of the STAR test, you only can use three because it takes up so much space. But as far as a beginning and elaborate detail, this is how you would set it up and do it. The beginning is a paragraph all by itself. When you use the ba boom bing, and so the next paragraph is, in the distance I could hear the laughter of the children playing. My eyes widened as I spotted the enormous sliding jumper. The air was filled with the smell of barbecue. So in this part right here, this is your beginning and your elaborative detail. So that is the end of this first lesson. This is the Monday lesson. This will be played Monday for the children. So when they come in, they can uh, hear the lesson and see the lesson. Then they will write their own beginning and elaborative detail over this writing prompt. If you have any questions, feel free to call. The next video will be about suspense and the main event. Thank you much.